1 Corinthians chapter 7, that for the matters you wrote about, is it good for men not to have sexual relationship with a woman? But since sexual morality is occurring, each man should have his own. Since sexual morality is occurring, each man should have his own wife for sexual relations, and each woman should have her own husband. The husband should fulfill his marital duty to his wife, and likewise the wife to her husband. The wife does not have authority over her body, but yields it to her husband. And the same way, the husband does not have authority over his body, but yields it to his wife. Do not deprive each other, except perhaps by mutual consent. You set aside a time for prayer, so that then come together again, so that Satan may not tempt you because of your lack of self-control. I say this as a concession, not as a command. I wish that all of you as I am, but each one of you has your own gift from God. One has this gift, another has that. Not to the unmarried and to the widows I say, it is good for them to stay unmarried as I am. But if they cannot control themselves, they should get married. For it is better to marry than to burn with passion. To the unmarried I say to you, not I, but the Lord, a wife must not separate from her husband. But if she does, she must remain unmarried, or else be reconciled to her husband. And the husband must not divorce his wife. To the rest I say, I, not the Lord. If any brother has a wife who is not a believer, and she is willing to live with him, he must not divorce her. And if a woman has a husband who is not a believer, he is willing to live with her, she must not divorce him. For the unbelieving husband has been sanctified through his wife, and the unbelieving wife has been sanctified through her husband. Otherwise your children will be unclean, but as it is, they are holy. But if the unbeliever leaves, let it be so. The brother or the sister is not bound in such circumstances. God has called us to live in peace. How do you know, wife, if your husband can be saved through you? Or how do you know, husband, that you will save your wife? Nevertheless, each person should live as a believer in whatever. Nevertheless, each person should live as a believer in whatever situation the Lord has called them to, just as God has called them. This is a rule I teach in all the churches. Was a man already circumcised when he was called? He should not become uncircumcised. Was the man uncircumcised when he was called? He should not be circumcised. For circumcision and uncircumcision is nothing. Keeping God's commandment is what counts. Each person should remain in the situation they were in when God called them. When you were a slave when you were called, don't let it trouble you. Although if you can gain your freedom, do so. For one who was a slave and called by faith is free in the Lord. Similarly, the one who was freed is now Christ's slave. You are bought at a price, so not become slaves to human beings. Brothers and sisters, each person should remain in the situation where God has called them. Now about virgins I have no commands from the Lord, but I give you a judgment as one who by the mercy of the Lord is trustworthy. Because of the present crisis, I think it is good for a man to remain as he is. Are you pledged to a woman? Do not seek to be released. Are you free from such commitments? And do not seek for a wife. But if you do marry, you have not sinned. And if a virgin marries, she has not sinned. But those who marry will face many troubles in this life, and I want to spare you from this. What I mean, brothers and sisters, that the time is short. From now on, those who have wives should live as if they do not. Those who do mourn as if they did not. Those who are happy as if they were not. Those who buy something as if they were not to keep the things. Those who use the things of this world as if not engrossed in them. For this world in this present form is passing away. I would like you to be free from any concerns. An unmarried man is concerned about the Lord's affair, and on how he can please the Lord. But a married man is concerned about the world's affair, how he can please his wife. His interests are divided on a married woman and a virgin. A married woman and a virgin is concerned about the Lord's affair, how she can devote her spirit and body to the Lord. But a married woman is concerned about the worldly affairs, how she can please her husband. I am saying this for your own benefit, not to restrict you. I'm saying this not to restrict you, but so that you may live in a right way, undevoted devotion to God. If anyone is worried that he might not be acting honorably towards virgin, and if he is engaged in and if his passions are too strong, he should get married instead of sinning. But if the man is able to control his compulsion and is okay with not being married, he should remain as he is, and he does the right thing. So then he who marries the virgin does right, but the one who does not marry does something that is better. A woman is bound to her husband as long as she lives, but if her husband dies, she is free to marry anyone else, but he must belong to the Lord. In my judgment, I think it is best if she stays as she is. And I think I too have the Spirit of God. Amen.